Alright, we're going to try and win with only primates in the team today. And this is the kind of thing you usually see for themed versus lobbies. You know, Kino's done plenty of these, and Haps was doing them when he was still streaming. So we get a good start here with the Marmoset. And in a second, I will put up on screen all the primates in the game. I think this is the whole lot. I think there are 10 now. I don't think I've missed any, but do let me know in the comments if I have. I'm sure probably there will be some more in the future. But this is an amazing start because not only did we draw the first turn, which is very unlikely, but we also win turn 2. So we go into turn 3 with a trophy and also having the full hearts intact. Now, of course, we are going to have to abuse Kiwi for this run. Kiwi only has a couple of days left before it's going to be changed, I would imagine. I can't really see any other realistic option in the early game. I guess you could just buy sell Mouse, but Mouse is also going to be changed, and clearly you don't get quite as many stats going that route. So what I was doing most of the time was buying Strawberry on 2 units as soon as possible, because if I happened to hit multiple doves, then I was going to be able to pill them and get 4/4 in stats, which is very good early. But a lot of the time I would spend the gold on the strawberries and not find the doves, so it was kind of a double-edged sword. But also it's very important to get the lemur. Getting the garlic early is going to massively increase your chances of winning or drawing. So here we're going to take this lemur just to refresh the garlic. And obviously there are some units in this in this selection that aren't all that useful. Like Emperor Tamarin is clearly not very good at all, and so it's not going to help us much. We actually lose here despite all those Kiwi buys. Muskox plus eel, not very nice. But I was mostly taking level ups on turn 5 and 6 to try and hit orangutan, which is incredibly good. And here I'm just going to pill the turtle. We do actually take the level 2 radio now since I got the turtle. I don't have quite enough gold to be able to pill the blobfish this turn, and we can't go into battle with anything other than primates. And this is a perfect opponent where they've got their biggest unit, the pug, at the front, and the melon means we instantly one-shot it. Just a very, very fortunate matchup there. And I also take Baboon here, although it doesn't have anything to buff. I do really want to save it for as long as possible. And here actually, because ultimately we want to find Gorilla late on, at which point the Baboon will buff the Gorilla as the only tier 6 unit we can take. So here I'm double selling the 2 platypuses just for the free attack, and then we're going to freeze Blobfish and Banana because that's clearly a route into Monkey. I think someone in the Discord was complaining about me not buying Monkey the other day. I think it was a little bit of, I think it was in jest, but some challenges you just have to take it. And this is one of them. And luckily on the next roll I get the pill. So we're immediately going to level 2 the Baboon, although it still won't have anything to buff. We really would like to find a orangutan. If I roll once here, I get the opportunity to find one, but we don't get it. So we're just going to keep the lemur for now, and the Baboon still does nothing. But having the melon means that the buffs we get from the monkey mean that much more. So this was kind of a strange team that they've got Dove at the front, but they don't have any strawberries. So not entirely sure what they were doing there. I play against that person all the time. And that's the first time I've seen them have a really strange team. So we get another monkey and double Baboon as well. So I'm just going to keep leveling the Baboon. Unfortunately, it buffs the wrong monkey there, but it's not that big a deal. It's only 1 turn left. And then look at this, turn 9. I mean, I was talking about Kiwi and Mouse being changed, but Starfish is probably the #1 offender in customs, and I'm so glad it's going to be changed. It's going to be tier 4 in the next update, which I think is fair enough given that Clownfish was moved up. And the amount of buffs you can get from Starfish in 1 turn is certainly way higher than Clownfish. And then we immediately face a much, much weaker team that has Horse and Sea Turtle. Although they are going to have a lot of summons here, most of the stats are going to waste on the health So the marmoset's going to clear almost all of them. And yeah, the monkey finishes off. So now we can level 3 the baboon and hopefully get the gorilla, but we don't. I'm just going to take every mammoth pill I get the chance for though. And cow as well. And a lot of the time in this, I was going for orangutan, and in this particular run I didn't get it, but it also meant that I was able to have the empty pivot slot. You know, a lot of the time it's better to just have the orangutan concentrate buffs. So having the empty slot for buy sell cow, you know, being able to buy the cat just for the turn. You can also see macaque in the shop there, which clearly requires the 4 squad. However, we ended up not using it this time. And we're going to take the sock because we're on 1 heart, and there is the gorilla. And I think here, because I've got 1 gold left, I should just sell the lemur, because the baboon will immediately start buffing the gorilla. Now you could justify putting gorilla up front so that it immediately starts getting the buffs from the monkey. However, I don't really like putting it up front. It's so likely to get sniped, and then of course I immediately face crocodile. But thankfully it doesn't really matter. Actually, I believe that person is a commenter in the past. And we are going to, buy sell into the empty slot for the oyster. I think it's really important. A lot of the time, these types of challenges, going for a 4 squad is just generally better. And yeah, I'm going to melon up the baboon. Probably worth it when the gorilla gets a bit bigger. And yeah, since the marmoset is now maxed out on health, we're definitely going to move the baboon to the front and refresh the sock. So after losing the gorilla last turn, I moved the monkey to the back. And another Jerboa worm team, but thankfully, although they're they have high stats across the board, the wide scaling meant that we were able to deal with them with the couple of very big units that we have. And I think here I'm just going to take the chocolate and make sure to sell the cat. That would be very unfortunate to get this far and then accidentally leave the cat in the team. But the monkey plus baboon scaling is just giving us so much per turn. This is actually really fun to see. It's so rare to face this kind of a push team. And we definitely have the stats to survive the initial pushes. Yeah. Without Wolverine, you really have very little chance with those kind of teams, especially late on. And we take the level on the gorilla, buy sell oyster, and then I think, the chocolate is probably not necessary now. There's not really anything. I would rather just find another melon and we get it on the next roll. So, pretty lucky there. Another oyster. Although probably I should just buy the octopus here. Maybe cow's better. I guess octopus doesn't give any health to the marmoset because we're already on 50. And freeze the monkey. Because we might as well throw another monkey in next turn that could potentially draw some snipes if we end up tying. Now the baboon's also on 50 HP. And it's a summon team, but very important that the Sabertooth is only a level 1.5. Although they actually get mole from the Orca here, which ends up removing their equipment. So they actually lost the summon there on the I think it was popcorn on the Spinosaurus. And the gorilla is going to activate coconut, but it's not necessary. So there is a primates only win. And then we'll have some bonus clips here. So this was more typical of what I was doing. I was getting the orangutan high level and then using lollipop a lot of the time. And we actually faced this stork plus wolf plus beluga. And take a guess what's inside the beluga. They get wolf from the stork. And yeah, I think you know where this is going. I guess it doesn't really matter what comes out of the beluga. As long as it has any kind of summon, it's going to be a tie, but that was pretty annoying where they also got the wolf from the stork. Now this one's a little bit more interesting. It looks pretty futile. 2 trophies, turn 9. We have 1 big unit and that's it. Although we do have level 2 monkey. And it looks like the level 2 monkey was naturally found rather than banana pill because of the stats. And then I end up matching this sloth team. Now I actually faced them multiple times because I was constantly getting to, you know, turn 8, 9, 10 with low trophies, low hearts. And actually I have anglerfish in the pack. So I'm going to take the level up here with the orangutan, and I get the angler, so we have the chance to steal a sloth. And I would have made an exception for sloth, even though it's not a primate, but we end up not getting it. I did feel like I should show this round though, because the opportunities to angle a sloth are few and far between. Now, despite the fact that this looks futile, 1 heart, 3 trophies, turn 10, we actually make it all the way to turn 15 and end up on 8 trophies, mostly by virtue of swapping stats around with the lollipop and then having the monkey buff the orangutan, which I've now moved back because it's got the melon, it was at the front, and it has 50 health already. I think at this point 8 trophies, I had done it before, but this was the best I'd managed. And then we face opposing monkey. Kind of fitting to lose to that, I guess. But yeah, turn 15, sooner or later you're going to run into a bunch of 50-50s. And that was the end of that one. But still fun to get the opportunity to try and steal a sloth. Shame it didn't come off this time.